The Lord shall look for a Josiah like in Sirach 49 1 to 3 and make him president of Mexico. The 15 major demons responsible for rampant witchcraft seen in the manifestation of magic all over Mexico are now positioned in space or atmosphere of Mexico, all dressed in black garments with a kind of cap worn on their heads that has two long horns like that of a ram pointing right up but at the same time backwards, and the tips are almost sliding sideways in opposite direction, portraying the spirit of confusion and disorderliness in the life of those who practice magic all over Mexico with the use of tarot card reading and the victims who go to them for divination to find out things and events about themselves and others. Then all of a sudden, the cloud of Mexico becomes so dark, thick, and heavy, with lightning and thunder striking the ground with fire and brimstone and pouring out on the sky onto Mexico, as the Lord causes a serious downpour of rain, so serious, without any break for 3.5 to 3 weeks continuous, making massive flood and slides all over the nation, and fire disasters too, not left out, particularly in those areas where the, the practice of magic in families has been a tradition handed down from one generation to the next, like an inheritance, and also in those places where practicing magic with tarot and invoking spirits from the world of the dead with the use of candles and demonic incense are very common. If Mexico can stop all these witchcraft practices of magic, tarot card readings, and the sorcery of people meeting sorcerers to invoke the spirit of their loved ones who are already dead so as to speak with them to gain some information, then indeed this terrible flash floods, fire disaster, and landslide can be averted as the lost anger is calmed by their virtue of repentance. But if true repentance is not achieved, but the consequences of all these practices in Mexico that has gathered in the sky like thick clouds, like thick black clouds, with lightning, thunder, and brimstone shall heavily fall upon the nation, destroying properties and taking away lives. God being so kind is calling upon not just Mexico at this hour, but also those Latin American nations and nations in Asia who practice all this to take a U-turn and stop them for their own edification and comfort, and for their nation not to experience unnecessary reproaches with very unnatural practices that must shock the world. Okay, the next prophecy.